Human trafficking continues to be a global threat driven by organized crime as more victims are being trafficked every year across greater distances with greater violence for longer periods of time and for profit. In this report, Ayola Adelise takes a look at efforts by the United Nations to combat the crime. Her report.
Human trafficking remains a profound challenge globally, constituting a severe breach of human rights and a criminal offense of immense gravity. Each year, thousands of individuals, spanning men, women, and children, are trapped by traffickers, both within their native lands and across international borders. This nefarious web extends its reach across virtually every nation, whether serving as a source, transit point, or a final destination for those victimized by trafficking. The United Nations Office on Drugs and Criminal stands at the forefront of the fight against this scourge, safeguarding the principles enshrined in the United Nations Convention Against Transnational Organized Crime and its accompanying protocols.
UNODC data shows that organized criminal networks are behind 74% of detected cases. Traffickers are infiltrating legitimate industries, from agriculture to construction and hospitality, masked by legal contracts and buried in supply chains. Forced labor now accounts for 42% of detected trafficking victims, the highest on record. Trafficking for forced criminality is also surging, jumping from 1% a decade ago to 8% today. And traffickers are adapting, using technology and digital platforms to recruit, ensnare, and abuse.
Among these vital protocols is the protocol to prevent, suppress, and punish trafficking in persons, a cornerstone in the global efforts to combat human trafficking. The Trafficking in Persons Protocol delineates the crime of trafficking as encompassing various insidious acts: recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receipt of individuals. These actions are carried out through coercion, threats, abduction, fraud, deception, abuse of power, or exploitation of vulnerabilities.
Over 180 countries now have legislation criminalizing human trafficking in all its forms. Protection mechanisms are expanding, helping more survivors with better support. And international cooperation is growing. But we cannot be complacent. We must act faster and smarter by standardizing the way we look at data to understand global and national trends, by equipping criminal justice systems to dismantle trafficking networks and end impunity.
We've helped bring people home from the Philippines and Vietnam and supported hundreds of people in Thailand, Myanmar, and beyond, but it's not enough. We need to do more. So today I'm calling on governments, donors, civil society, and the private sector to step up, change national laws so survivors are protected, not punished, train frontline workers to recognize the signs of trafficking so they can respond with care. So let's make sure it's the traffickers who are held accountable, not the people they exploit.
Despite some progress, criminal justice responses fall short in tackling these rapidly evolving crime. With the 2025 theme, Human Trafficking is Organized Crime and the Exploitation, governments must enforce strict laws, conduct proactive investigations, strengthen cross-border cooperation, target criminal finances, and leverage technology to identify and dismantle trafficking networks. Ayola Adelise, LTV News.